Hello and welcome back to another episode of Skyrim on Nyxus Gaming. We're here in Whiterun. In the last episode, we did a kind of lengthy dungeon to locate the Assassin of Old's armor, but you may remember before that, we were in the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, and something was happening, and they told us that they needed our help, and we just kind of ignored them and left. So let's go check on them. See what's going on there. Hopefully nothing has escalated since I left it all. I do believe I did sell all my stuff that I had extra of and wanted to sell in between episodes, or more specifically right after I stopped recording last, which was a couple days ago. But my inventory is empty and I do somewhat remember that. Okay, we got Gabriella. She's the one that told us something happened with Cicero.
Let the elixir do its work. You'll feel better shortly.
Thank you, dear. You are most kind. The Jester's cut feels as bad as it looks, I'm afraid.
Damn it, this never should have happened. We knew better. We knew better, and still we let our guards down. Ugh!
I'll admit, even I'm having a hard time disagreeing with you.
Marrow is dead, I know, but we've got bigger problems right now.
Gabriella mentioned something about Cicero.
The fool went absolutely berserk. He wounded Vizara, tried to kill me, and then he fled. I knew that lunatic couldn't be trusted.
Oh, it's true, I'm afraid. Cicero was a little whirlwind, slashing this way and that. It would have been funny if he weren't trying to murder us all.
Don't forget the ranting and raving. About the Night Mother, how she was the true leader of the Dark Brotherhood, and Astrid was just a pretender.
Look, we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with... Look, we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with this situation.
Oh yeah, because I do everything around here. What do you want me to do?
I want you to find that miserable little fool and end his life. But first, find my husband. Make sure he's all right. After the attack, Arnbjorn flew into a rage. When Cicero left, Arnbjorn went after him. They disappeared into the wild. Search Cicero's room. Maybe there's something in there that sheds some light on where he might have gone. Let me know the minute you find something. I've got to see to Vizara and calm everyone down.
Bested by a fool. Who's the fool now,
Hush, Vizara. You were very brave. Astrid may well be dead if not for you.
She's right. I'll be forever in your debt, dearest brother. Now be quiet. Just rest.
So the Jester went mad and attacked everyone, tried to kill Astrid. Vizara jumped in and saved her. And then her husband, Arnbjorn, went after him, and they both kind of just ran off into the wild. And now we have to search his room, where he apparently has quite a few journals. There's part 5. I feel like we should read these all in order, right? Do a little reading segment already. Part 1. 18th of Evening Star 4E 186. As I begin this new phase of my life, I have decided to finally keep a journal. So much has happened to me thus far, both within the Brotherhood and without. When I think there is no record of what has transpired, it almost seems an affront to Sithis himself. So I'm determined to make amends. Yes, the Dark Brotherhood has its own scribes and chroniclers, but it is their solemn task to record those events deemed important to the organization as a whole. Let this volume serve as the personal record of one man, a lowly assassin who has pledged his blade and his life for the Dark Brotherhood. How long are these? Oh my god. I don't want to read all 5 of these. Let's just cut to the end. 30th of Sun's Dusk 4E 200. I've written the letters so polite, so official to Astrid in Skyrim. Her sanctuary still stands, still operates, but how? No listener means no black sacrament. No black sacrament means no contracts. Her family can abandon the old ways and still survive, still kill, but is that family still Brotherhood or something else, something new, something different, something wrong? Something wrong. Still, we must go. Tomorrow we set sail, float on a boat through the moat called the Sea, Her, and Me. So this is him when he first came to Skyrim. Sick of the rocking, tossing, rolling, throwing upon the gray waves. I've been reading of Skyrim, of the good days of the old ways. There was another sanctuary once, a Dawnstar sanctuary. Good, ancient, and strong, blessed by Sithis. Cicero will go there, no need of Astrid. The mother and I will settle, and she will speak to me. Finally, and we will build the old ways anew, together. The passphrase is mine. I've found it in a letter ancient as the sanctuary itself. The black door will ask, what is life's greatest illusion? I am to answer, innocence, my brother. Finally, a space, a place to call my own, a joker's retreat for the fool of hearts. The sanctuary is home as I had dared hope, cool and dark and lovely, my sanctuary, sanctuary from all. I know its every corner, every hall, every shadowed nook and alcove. My sanctuary, the guardians know me, recognize me as keeper. They leave poor Cicero alone, the big ugly beast, a different story. He'd eat me if he could. But to bind me, grind me, he'd need to find me. And Cicero will make sure that does not happen, for I have sanctuary. Sanctuary from all. Sanctuary is safety and salvation, but silent, so silent, I give my love to the unholy matron. I give my laughter freely, but I do not hear her. Silence has returned. Now that I am laughter and no longer hear laughter, I once again hear the silence of the void. It reaches across time and space. Its silence is deafening, once more. Mother and keeper must go. I am not the listener, and never will be, but I am the keeper. I must serve my mother's will above my own. I must find her listener. I must teach Astrid the error of her ways, the beauty and necessity of the old ways. I have sent the letter to Astrid. We leave soon, but Cicero will keep this sanctuary as his sanctuary. A place to rest and ply my trade, for I once more take up the blade and send some lucky souls to him when laughter strikes, as fits my whim. Okay, so I'm gonna assume this means, I'm not gonna assume, I already know. But this means that he went to the Dawnstar Sanctuary. As I'm sure Astrid is about to tell us when we bring her this journal.
Have you found something?
Yeah, I found his journal.
Good, good. Does it say where he may be headed?
An abandoned sanctuary in Dawnstar. I have the passphrase.
The Dawnstar Sanctuary? Whatever for. Never mind, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. Now. Every moment counts, so I want you to take my horse. His name is Shadowmere. You'll find him outside by the pool. Let's just say he's one of us. Find Arnbjorn. Make sure my husband's all right. And then send that jester's twisted little soul to the void, in as many pieces as possible.
Isn't there any way to work this out?
Look, the Dark Brotherhood is a family. This sanctuary is a family. And we've always welcomed those shunned by society. Werewolves, wizards, eternal 10-year-old vampires. What does it matter? In truth, I've rarely met a lunatic I haven't liked. Cicero's problem isn't his madness. It's an adherence to an ancient, outmoded way of life. The Night Mother's ways simply are not our ways. He just couldn't accept that. And now he'll have to pay the price.
Okay, what do we know about the Dawnstar Sanctuary?
Oh, it's ancient. Apparently one of the first sanctuaries in Skyrim. It hasn't been used by the Brotherhood in close to 100 years. If you say Cicero has gone there, it stands to reason that he's familiar with the place. That means you'll be fighting him on his own ground. Tread carefully.
Okay, did something set him off?
No, nothing. At least, nothing I'm aware of. Well, if I'm being honest, I haven't exactly been discreet lately in expressing my frustration with this whole situation. Obeying the Night Mother, you being the listener, it's ridiculous. No offense. Cicero may have overheard me talking to one of the others about the Night Mother. It's possible I was not entirely respectful. But to go this far, to attempt to murder the leader of a sanctuary, Cicero must pay with his life. There is no other option.
Alright, I guess
took
we're...
that prancing fool into my home, and this is how he repays me?
I guess we're going to hunt down Cicero, and hopefully find Armbjorn. Hopefully he's okay. So it's interesting, this... Did I go the wrong way again? I did. It's interesting, this whole thing, because this sanctuary is pretty much as far as it gets from the Dark Brotherhood. This is a sanctuary that hasn't had access to the Night Mother for years, most likely. There's been no listener, no keeper. There's been a shadow mirror. Behold! He just kind of shows up. I'm gonna leave him there, though, because I don't need him. I guess I'll get on him once, that way he registers as being mine. I think that's how it works. But, yeah, there's been no listener or anything normal for the Dark Brotherhood in this sanctuary. They even mentioned earlier on in the quest line, the sanctuary doesn't even follow the 5 tenets. They don't even follow the rules of the Dark Brotherhood. At this point, they are basically a split from the Dark Brotherhood. Hey, Shadowmere, he's gonna follow me around every time I fast travel now. Oh well. But they might as well be a split from the main Dark Brotherhood.
My wife, Baetild, is dead. Can't say I miss that old saber cat.
How convenient. I killed her, last episode, I think. But yeah, it's... The reasoning behind that explains why Astrid is just so upset. She's done all she can to not be a part of the Dark Brotherhood, but make her own Dark Brotherhood. And then suddenly Cicero comes around with the Night Mother, and you're the listener, and it's almost like she's not special anymore. This sanctuary isn't special. She's not the leader. She's not in charge. Suddenly we are. The player, Cicero, and the Night Mother, we hold all the power. But she doesn't like that, and, Armbjorn's here.
Should have figured Astrid would send you.
You're hurt.
Ugh, what gave it away?
Oh, maybe the blood?
Yeah, gotta admit that little jester's good with that butter knife. But don't worry, I gave as good as I got.
Where's Cicero now?
In there, through the door. Some old sanctuary by the looks of it. I would have followed him, but I don't know the phrase.
I know the phrase. I'll get him. You go home.
Alright, you convinced me. Doubt I'd be much good to you anyway. The little fop cut me pretty deep. But I slashed him good. Pretty sure I severed an artery. Don't know what you're gonna find in there. But you can probably just follow the blood.
And follow the blood we will.
What is life's greatest illusion?
Innocence, my brother. And in we go to the Dawnstar Sanctuary.
Listener! Is that you? Oh, I knew you'd come! Send the best to defeat the best. Astrid knew her stupid wolf couldn't slay.
There's a set of jester clothes here for you, which are the same set of clothes that Cicero wears. I believe they're actually pretty decent with their enchantments. Muffled and moves silently. Prices are better. One-handed attacks. Double sneak attack damage. And sneaking is 30% better. A very good stealth armor if you want it. Of course, I'm going to stick with the Nightingale because it just looks better. Oh. Looks like we aren't the only ones here. I can't kill you if you're blocking, more importantly. So you need to stop blocking. Is that a level up? No, that is just barely not a level up. We are fighting here, so I feel like we should get our heavy armor out. Lydia, give it up.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
This isn't a stealth mission, so we need our good armor. You can have that. And I will equip this.
You lead, I'll follow.
Alright, now we're ready.
No, but this isn't at all what Mother would want. You kill the keeper or I kill the listener. Now that's madness.
It's almost like there's a civil war type thing going on in the Dark Brotherhood right now. The Keeper and the Listener are going at each other's throats right now.
I hope she wasn't offended. Step for details again.
You prepared to die.
How do you headbutt a ghost like that? Like, I grabbed a hold of his incorporeal form and just started head bashing a see-through clear ghost. Man, the power of the Dragonborn scares me sometimes. There's some worn shrouded armor here. I don't think it's anything special though. It's basically like the normal shrouded armor, except I'd assume it's a little bit worse because it's worn down. Wow, there was a skill book we haven't read yet, and it got us a level up. That's actually amazing. Let's take the health. And I believe our next thing is going in two-handed. Yeah, we're gonna get more bleeding damage. Okay, I'm just gonna let those ghosts burn alive, or burn dead, since they're not alive. I don't think we can search the Sanctuary Guardians. It won't let me. And there isn't a blue pile of ectoplasm in their place, so...
Slow down a bit. Not what I used to be.
So I guess that implies that Cicero is moving through the sanctuary at the same time we are. We're kind of chasing him down. But he wants us to slow down because I guess we're gaining on him. Let's pick up the speed a little, pick up the pace. Got another Guardian here. They're actually starting to do a little damage to me. Okay, anything good and interesting in here yet? I don't think so, just a salt pile. It looks like he's just beyond that door, but that door is probably the shortcut back. We're gonna have to go through here, the icy area first. I wonder what we'll find in here.
Chilly. You'll enjoy. It's not an original part of the sanctuary per se. Let's call it a forced addition. force my what? Oh, come and see.
Come and see, he says. Something forced this addition to the cave here, the Unofrict.
Alright, so Cicero attacked that Lord Astrid. What's a fool to do when his mother is stabbed and fought? Surely the listener understands.
I think it's actually pronounced Unofric. I can't remember the lore of it off the top of my head. I think there are 2 of them in Skyrim, but I want to say they're based off of real monsters, real, like, folklore in real life. I just literally can't remember any of that right now, so I don't want to say something and have it be completely wrong, you know? But it basically serves as the boss here. Because once we get to Cicero, you'll pretty much see he's not going to be much of a boss at this point. Remember, he's been fighting Armbjorn and running constantly. Probably got into a fight with that thing on his way through here. He can't be doing that well right now. But speak of the devil, he should be right around the corner. Oh, we got more of these guys.
Cicero admits. What do you say?
And now he's backtracking. I think he's a little bit scared. Let bygones be bygones, he says. Should we do it? Should we let him live? As we collect more bone meal to weigh us down. Usually coffins have better loot than that. I'm a little disappointed. We should be pretty much next to him at this point. Oh, there's 3 guys here. Like, honestly, though, we should be really close to him at the moment. But it kind of just keeps dragging on. With all these enemies that just die really easily. Can I loot you? You're empty. Okay, all those are empty. Of course you're a master lock. Oh. I'm definitely gonna unlock you. Okay, maybe it's on the left side. Oh. Wow. Easy. First point I go to the left, I get it instantly. Our lockpicking is almost maxed out, and I really want to keep unlocking these master locks just to try and max it out. Because once that maxes out, we're gonna legendary it, like our other 2 skills we've done so with. And that's gonna be a lot of perks we can throw into other stuff.
If it's any company, I do slightly.
So it was hard to hear over the fighting there. He feels a little bit bad about Vizara getting hurt. But, quote, please tell me the hulking sheepdog, aka Armbjorn, bled to death. He's not a fan of Armbjorn. Alright, are we there yet? Can we stop playing this game?
We come to the end of our flick. The grand finale.
If we open this door, it'll show you we are right back here in the main room. Also, I didn't put away my weapon there. It automatically did for me, and I can't pull it out here. But there he is. Like I said, he's not doing too well right now. He's in what looks like a torture room.
You caught me. I surrender. Oh, you prefer to listen, eh? Of course, of course. The listener listens. A joke. A funny joke. I get it. Then listen to this. Don't kill me. Let poor Cicero live. I attacked the strumpet Astrid. I did. And I do it again. Anything for our mother? Return to the Pretender. Tell her I'm dead. Tell her you strangled me with my own intestines. But lie. Yes, lie. Lie and let me live.
So we have a choice here. We can kill Cicero, or we can just leave him be.
Do what you will. Cicero has no fight left. In the end, Sithis will judge us both.
Now, I'm a little biased on this because I sort of like the idea of a murderous jester. But also, I've played through this plenty of times, as most people have, and I know how it's going to turn out, and everyone who is at fault and who's not at fault. So we're going to let him live. And we're just going to leave, go on, and do our thing. We're going to lie to Astrid, tell her that we killed him, when clearly we didn't, and we'll be done here. Now you can try and go back in. I didn't actually think it'd let me in, but I'm pretty sure if you go back to where Cicero is at this point, he will be gone.
Behind you.
So once you leave the sanctuary, there's no going back and killing him. There is going back, there's just no going back and killing him, I guess. But let's go tell Astrid the wonderful news. Oh, Astrid, I'm home.
Arnbjorn is safe, and for that you have my thanks. But what of the fool? Is Cicero dead?
Yes. Cicero is as dead as... As dead as... I don't know, I can't think of anything clever. He's dead.
Excellent. Once again, you've proven yourself a born assassin. Tell you what, why don't you hold on to Shadowmere a while longer? He's a fine steed, and hasn't been ridden nearly as much as he should lately. And now that this Cicero mess has been mopped up, we can get back to the matter at hand,
Right, so what's my next task?
There's just one more target before we strike out at the Emperor. Have you by chance heard of the Gourmet? Read his cookbook? It's become quite a phenomenon. The Gourmet is scheduled to cook for the Emperor at a special dinner. You'll kill him, steal his writ of passage, and assume the role of Master Chef. Festus has been spearheading this part of the assassination plan. He's close to uncovering the identity of the Gourmet. You should report to him.
Show me the menu. Show me the menu.
Remember,
okay, never mind.
When you kill, we all wield the blade.
When you kill, we all wield the blade. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Not really. Just spouting BS over there. We gotta go talk to old man Festus here.
There you are. Took your sweet time dealing with Cicero, eh? Now let's get down to business. Astrid told you about the Gourmet, I hope.
That I need to kill him and take on his identity?
Quite so. But first, you'll need to learn who he is. Assuming, of course, that the Gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know. You know, maybe I was wrong about you after all. Anyone who's smart enough to shut up and listen can't be all bad. In my, investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the Gourmet's cookbook, but not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Seems to be a message from the Gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook.
And this Anton Varane knows the Gourmet's true identity?
I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan, who the Gourmet really is and where he can be found. Oh, and when you're done with Varan, kill him. Loose ends and all that. Next, you'll have to... Are you still paying attention? As I was saying, you'll need to kill the Gourmet, of course. But what's more, you'll need to get his writ of passage, so you can take his place. Oh, and if you can, hide his body. The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. Now off with you.
What else can you tell me about the Gourmet?
Nobody knows his true identity. Well, nobody except Gaius Morrow, and you've already taken care of him. Well, I do know the Gourmet was classically trained in traditional Breton cuisine in High Rock, so that's where he must have met Anton Varan. In any event, our anonymous chef shares a passion for food with all of Tamriel. And that anonymity will prove the Emperor's undoing.
Okay, tell me about the cookbook.
Uncommon Taste. It was published a few years ago. It became a sensation throughout the Empire almost overnight. The recipes were hailed as both practical and decadent. I made a few of the Gourmet's dishes myself, actually. His roast mutton with regard berry sauce is to die for. But his chocolate pate gives me the runs.
Okay, and you know he's in Skyrim?
Yes. Gaius Morrow, on orders from his father, arranged for the Gourmet to come to Skyrim months ago to serve as the Emperor's personal chef. But the Emperor canceled his journey at the last minute. Morrow was smart. Kept the Gourmet around, in case things changed. And so, the Gourmet has remained in seclusion, somewhere in Skyrim, on indefinite hold. Probably feels like a prisoner. But you'll fix that.
Oh yeah, I'll totally
Remember,
fix that.
The Markarth Keep. That's where you'll find Anton Varan, probably cooking up all of the Gourmet's recipes, passing them off as his own.
Oh, what a cheat. He should die just for that. Not because we need him to or anything, just because he's copying... But why do I always come up here, dude? There's something about this passageway here that makes me think it's the way out. I always go the wrong way. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll go to Markarth, figure out who the Gourmet is, and we will go from there. Alright, he's in the keep, which is a little problematic. I think we are good to go ahead and put our stealth armor back on.
How can I serve you, my Thane?
I don't think we'll be going into an actual dungeon for a little bit, so...
How can I serve you, my Thane?
You need to take these. And I will put these on.
Going then.
Alright. So yeah, he's gonna be in the keep, which is a little bit problematic because there are a lot of guards here. And we have to kill him afterwards. But I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Okay, looks like he is over here. I'm going to do something actually sort of smart. Not that falling down was not the smart thing. But I'm going to tell Miko and Lydia
Still here.
to wait here
As you wish, my Thane.
outside of the room. And I'm just gonna close the doors.
For the 100th time, I am a Breton. I was born in High Rock, and then I came here. I am not a Richman. Who are you? What do you want?
The gourmet. Who is he? Where is he?
The gourmet? Never. I don't know what led you here, but nothing will betray my trust. I'll take the secret of the gourmet's identity to my grave.
I mean, for the Dark Brotherhood, that can be easily arranged. Also, I don't know why I went sort of Batman-y with that last statement. The whole interrogation thing, wearing dark brooding armor, it just, it took its place.
The Dark Brotherhood? Now, wait a minute. Let's not get hasty. I mean, surely my friend wouldn't want me to endanger my own life, right? Look, his name is Balagog Gronolobe. He's an orc. The gourmet's an orc. He's staying at the Nightgate Inn. That's all I know. Now you'll let me go, right? So, we're done?
Alright, now we just need to kill him. I believe the best way to do that is to wait until it's late in the day, where they all go to sleep.
Don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner.
He is hopefully going somewhere to go to sleep. He has just paused here.
You should talk to Anton if you need anything. He's the master chef.
I mean, he is laying down, but they aren't.
Please, just let me be.
I am still technically hidden here, though. Well, why are you getting up, dude? Why are you getting up? Go back to bed.
Please, just let me be.
Who sees me right now? And we are all good. Nobody saw us do that. I have to switch to the pickaxe when I kill someone stealthily, because everyone hears the battle axe, apparently. We ran into the problem a few... Oh, that's not my dog. We ran into the problem a few episodes ago. I couldn't do a stealth kill with the battle axe, which is very disappointing. Alright, so we know the location and the identity of the gourmet. We have killed Anton Varane. Now we just gotta go kill the gourmet. And remember, our bonus here depends on if we can hide the body or not, which this is honestly one of the easiest things to do in the entire Dark Brotherhood questline. So he is here in this inn in the middle of nowhere, Nightgate Inn.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Looks like he's actually downstairs there. We can talk to Hadring, though.
Something I can get for you?
Tell me about the orc.
Him? Oh, name's, Balablob, or, Malaklob, one of them funny orc names. Talks real good, though. Not a savage at all. Said he's a writer. Don't know what kind of job that is, but it must earn him some pretty coin. He's paid up for the next few months. He mostly just hangs about. Goes down to the lake, sometimes samples the stores of wine in the cellar. Man can do whatever he pleases, as far as I care.
Okay.
Anything you need, just holler.
So I'm gonna do this a little differently than I normally do. I usually kill him when he's out by the lake, and the easiest way to hide the body then is to just throw it in the lake. But I believe we can hide the body down here as well.
Whatever it is, I'm sure I can't be of help. I'm just here on holiday.
Holiday, huh?
Yes, well, perhaps someone else in the village can assist you. Please, you're starting to frighten me.
That's the idea, buddy. That didn't work. That's not working. I'm trying to stay hidden behind here and it's not working. I might need to wait for him to move from this chair. It's either that or do this stupid thing where I'm like right next to him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we just drag the body to a hiding place. Miko, out of the way. This is already hard enough without you. These hiding places aren't really that thought out at all. I think you literally just have to put him behind something. Or again, like I said, throw him in the lake. Yeah, see, that counts. Putting him... Oh, I just swung him over this way. Putting him here, just behind these barrels, that counts as a hiding spot. Even though, like, you're just walking back down this... Oh my god, he's right here. It counts. It's stupid. Let's take his gold, his writ of passage... And we are all done here. I think it's even worse too, killing him in the wine cellar. Because this is an inn and a tavern, they're definitely going to go down to the wine cellar and grab wine to sell to their patrons. But yeah, normally I kill him out here. And the best and easiest way to hide the body here is there should be a lake nearby. Yep, a lake right over here. You literally just drag his body to the end of the pier and just toss it in. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. Alright, let's go turn this in. Remember, he was the last person we had to kill.
Need something?
Before we move on to killing the Emperor. Sadly, we won't get to the Emperor this episode. But we can do next episode.
Death will come to us all. Is it not a certainty? I am therefore honored to be.
So the prodigal murderer returns. And the gourmet?
Oh, he's pretty dead.
So I gathered. It seems a certain orc has disappeared, which means you not only killed the gourmet, but disposed of the body as well. Oh, you've got the writ of passage too, I see. Splendid, splendid. Ah, and word has come in from Markarth that the keep's cook has met an untimely demise. You performed your duties to the letter. I was wrong about you. I see that now. Maybe we all were. Here's your payment, and a little something else as well, from me. Consider it my way of apologizing for being so damn curmudgeonly. It's called the Night Weaver's Band. I wore this for years. I want you to have it now. It'll give your magic and sneakiness some much-needed oomph. Now you'd better get a move on and see Astrid. It's time. Time for the final stage of this grand and glorious operation.
Alright, so the Night Weaver's Band, I do believe you only get that if you do the bonus. If you hide the body afterwards, it boosts your sneak and your destruction spells at the same time. Because remember, he is a assassin, but also a wizard. That's his role here in the Dark Brotherhood. So it makes sense for him to have that and give that to you. Now, like he said, the next thing on our list is to kill the Emperor. And he says it's time, but sadly, it is not time. We're going to end the episode here. And next time, we're going to kill the Emperor. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.